day 19 and I am nearly over the flu. As you can hear, my voice is a lot better. I have less pain in my neck and my shoulders, and I've been doing a lot of herbal teas to help get me through the whole congestion phase of it. I'm still pretty sneezy and I cough every now and then, but hopefully not during this session. Yay! TMI, right before I turned this camera on, I started having like really huge cramps. And I like doubled over and I was like, oh God, I cannot believe I have to do this session. But it is 7 a.m. and I'm going to do this workout no matter what. No matter if I'm tired, if I'm sick, and if my body is punching me all up in my uterus, I'm still going to do the session. I hope that you'll find the determination to work out every day no matter what. It's taken me a few weeks to get to this point. But I'm here! Yay! Today is going to be a self-led stretch session. There is no way I could do a choreographed routine right now. As usual, you can do your stretches, you know, whatever is comfortable for you, and I will do my stretches, what's comfortable for me. If we end up doing the same thing, yay! Here is my mat. I'm going to do a lot more floor routines just because my cramps are just so bad. I would love to stand, but that's not a good idea. Alright, see you in the workout. Back to workout. I have some good news. I finished flavoring all my sauerkraut yesterday for the Fermentation Fest, which is this weekend. I'm excited. I took out the sauerkraut that I made that was plain, and then I added like carrots, and, well, 3 kinds of carrots, purple carrot, red carrot, and orange carrot. And then I added some cherry tomatoes that I sliced up thinly, some red onion, chives, basil, black pepper, cayenne, paprika, chili. Something green was in there. What did I put? Oh, celery. Yeah, I put celery in there too. I'm hoping that everyone enjoys the sauerkraut because I put a lot of love into it. I made 7 jars, 3 big ones and 4 small ones. Whenever you're doing any kind of swapping with community people, you want to have 2 different sizes. A large size so you can quickly swap with someone who also has a large item, and then small sizes so you can swap with people with small things. A lot of times people will bring, because this isn't just a fermentation fest. They're going to have on the side a food swap. So you bring your cultures and your fermented stuff to trade with people who have cultures and fermented stuff. And then anything else you have, you can trade with people who don't have that stuff, who just have stuff that's homemade and homegrown, or home raised, like eggs from their chickens and ducks. So people will bring things like cupcakes and brownies and cake and chocolates and beef jerky. Sometimes they'll bring cooked meals in containers like soup, and I had borscht for the first time. I love it. It's a Russian dish with like potatoes and stuff, and it's so amazing. But I bring small containers so that I can trade with them in case, you know, someone is like, oh, I'll trade you a brownie for this, and I don't want to trade like a big old jar of sauerkraut, which I put hours into and so many ingredients, for a brownie. So that's why I bring the small containers as well. If you have to choose between bringing big containers or small containers to a food swap, always choose small containers because you can double them up. You can say you can have 2 or 3 of these for that item, but you can't do that. You can't make it smaller if somebody offers you some cookies for your item and you really want those cookies. You can always say no. Like I've said, you know, I'll wait a second, or maybe if I get different items, but I've never flat out just been like, no, I don't want it, unless it was spicy, or if it had something that I couldn't consume, or I knew I wouldn't use it. Most people say yes to trades because people like to say yes to people. There are some people who love to say no. I'm not a huge fan of the people who love to say no, but They gotta do what they have to do. A lot of people bring stuff from their garden. It's winter now in Georgia, so there won't be that many garden items. Though we didn't have a huge frost time. Like, I still have some veggies in my garden right now. I have comfrey. I have some herbs like mint. My strawberries are still alive. My wood sorrel's there. My cabbage. Oh my gosh. My cabbage is dead. Do you know why? Not because of the weather, not because of little animals, but because the gardeners in the gardeners at the homeowners association hired took a weed whacker to my cabbage. They took the weed whacker and put it in the cabbage pot, which there's like a metal railing inside my pot. They put the weed whacker in the railing inside the pot and weed whacked all my cabbage. I don't know why they would do that. I think it's really evil. Then they came upstairs and weed whacked inside my other plant pots. I'm glad my plants upstairs still survived, the ones in the pots on the deck. But the cabbage that was on the ground, like in the big pot, it did not survive the weed whacking. I don't know who does things like that. They must have been having a really bad day to just decide, I'm gonna weed whack someone's plants. Maybe they were being let go and they decided to go crazy and just destroy things. We've had people come over and do construction before, and my neighbor got his bike stolen. That's terrible. I'm not a huge fan of people coming over to service my house or my area if I didn't personally call them. If somebody else called them and they're not going to be watching them, I'm not a fan of that. Because of things like this. My plants being weed whacked, my neighbor's bike being stolen. It's a terrible feeling that morning when I came out to tend to my plants, and then I just saw pieces of them everywhere. I was like, who did this? I could hear the weed whacker in the distance at other houses. But there's so many people who come over to service the area, you can't just be like, you did it, or which one of the 3 of you. It's like, which one of the 12 of you did it? But I'm better now. I don't know if you can tell. This is me being better about my plants being weed whacked. This month, there is supposed to be a seed swap every single January. I'm excited for it, where you get all your seeds together that you haven't used and you may not use, and you label them and you put them in small containers, and it's like the food swap, but for seeds. So local growers, small farms, and even large farms will get together and we'll just trade seeds. And it's awesome because that's how I get my new seeds for a year. Most seeds have a 2-year lifespan when it comes to high levels of germination. So if you're not growing them, they're not gonna survive. The only way you can truly preserve seeds is to put them in the ground, let the plant grow until it goes to seed, and collect the seeds again. And that's the way you preserve having a seed. So the seed swap is wonderful because people are encouraged to trade anyway, because you have to. That's the only way your seeds are gonna last. And you also get to meet other people and figure out what their struggles are, and there's classes on different plants you can grow. I think we've had tomatoes was last year. Like, tomato was the big plant where everyone was talking about tomatoes. Tomatoes are fairly easy to grow. The only thing is when you're getting a yield from them. So I've had trouble getting high yields because you're supposed to prune a lot, and I don't like to prune them because they're my babies. Last year, during the conference, during the trade, the main speaker, he makes a statement. He's like, for all you people who hate cutting your plants, if you're not willing to prune, you're not willing to have a good harvest. So you need to decide what you're growing for. Are you growing because you love this baby, or are you growing because you want tomatoes? That was really some tough love, but I need to decide. Am I growing because I love tomato plants or because I want tomatoes? I love tomato plants, and when I see them, they're just so cute, and I don't want to cut them. But this year, I'm getting tomatoes. So I'm gonna prune them. I'm gonna start a few indoors. I should be starting them this month indoors, just because I know I have low sunlight, like where the plants are in the back, that if I don't start them now, they'll be like really small later on. Another thing I've done is just put them in the soil and see them grow, but they're always like really straggly. So I should start them now indoors. The only thing about starting them indoors is that I have to take care of them like extra since they're indoors. They need like grow lights. I have to keep the soil fertile and aerated and drained and so much. Majority of money I spend when I'm gardening is on the soil. And then second amount is on the lighting. Because I don't have a lot of light where I am. And I have like all these extra lights that I put in the garden so that at night they can get some more light. Plants need to sleep at night, but I give them lights because they get so little light during the day that I feel like they don't need to sleep that much. Oh, it feels so good. I feel all the blood like rushing through my head and it feels amazing. I think I'm stretched out for today. And actually I feel a lot calmer. Like all the cramps are gone, so I feel like I'm ready for today. Isn't exercising great? I hope you enjoyed stretching as much as I did. I really enjoyed it this morning. And I can't wait until tomorrow morning. I cannot even believe I'm this excited about working out. I go back and watch the videos that I did in the beginning, and I did not enjoy getting up. Now I'm like, yeah, I can't wait for my workout. This is awesome. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be done with the flu. Bye!